Try oil pulling to avoid a root canal and tighten gums. Anita Saran. Try oil pulling for gum and teeth health. Desperate to avoid a root canal procedure. In my desperation to avoid a painful root canal about 6 months ago, I asked an Ayurvedic practitioner at the Yentra Foundation in Bangalore for a remedy. He suggested I swish a small amount of gingali or sunflower oil in my mouth for 20 minutes first thing in the mornings. Within a week, the infection had subsided. In 2 weeks, I could bite into apples with my front teeth again, I had weak gums, and my teeth were whiter. Oil pulling, an ancient Ayurvedic practice. Oil pulling, an ancient Ayurvedic practice. Ayurvedic wisdom. The Charaka Samhita. An Ayurvedic text which dates back to 300–500 CE describes the benefits of oil pulling in chapter 5–78–80. It is beneficial for strength of jaws, depth of voice, flabbiness of face, improving gustatory sensation and good taste for food. One used to this practice never gets dryness of throat, nor do his lips ever get cracked. His teeth will never be carious and will be deep-rooted. He will not have any toothache nor will his teeth set on edge by sour intake. His teeth can chew even the hardest eatables. According to Dr. Deepak Chopra in his book, Perfect Health, Ayurveda suggests oil pulling to purify the taste buds and the entire system. The locations of the kidneys, lungs, spleen, liver, heart, pancreas, small intestines, stomach, colon, and spine are all mapped on the tongue. These meridians are stimulated by the oil massage. Tried and tested oil pulling. This ancient therapy has been tested at the Meenakshi Ammal Dental College and Hospital in Chennai, India. A study revealed that oil pulling is a highly effective way to remove bacteria in the mouth. A marked reduction was seen in Streptococcus mutans, plaque, and gingivitis. Rediscovered and recommended by a Russian doctor. Oil pulling made a huge comeback in 1992 when Dr. F. Carrick, MD spoke about it in a conference of oncologists and bacteriologists in UdSSR. He said, most different diseases could be totally cured without medicines or surgery. With pulling oil treatment I have cured my chronic blood disease with which I suffered for 15 years. It healed in 3 days an acute arthritis which made me lie in bed. Pulling oil heals headaches, bronchitis, tooth pain, thrombosis, eczema, ulcers and diseases of stomach, intestines, heart, blood, kidney, liver, lungs and woman's diseases. It heals diseases of nerves, paralysis, encephalitis, and chronic sleeplessness. It prevents the growth of malignant tumors, cuts, and heals them. Since then, oil pulling has acquired thousands of adherents around the world. Doomed sensitive tooth saved. About a couple of years ago, my dentist told me that eventually one of my molars would have to be pulled out. As you know, the impending root canal drove me to oil pulling and as a result this molar was saved, but it took about 2 years of oil pulling. The tooth suddenly became even more sensitive. So much so that anything hot or cold would set off the pain which would turn into a headache. This happened for about 2 months, but I continued with the oil pulling, knowing that it would only help. Sure enough, one day it stopped being sensitive and today it shows no signs of wanting out. Why I chose gingali, sesame, oil for oil pulling? Well, for one thing, one of the traditionally recommended oils, gingali oil, was cheaper than refined sunflower oil and said to have more benefits. Anti-inflammatory and antiviral. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Has calcium, iron, magnesium, copper, and phosphorus. Has vitamins A, B and E. Method. Use 1 tablespoon of oil on an empty stomach, no drink of water either, in the morning. Keep your mouth closed and chin up as you swish the oil around your teeth and gums for 20 minutes. If you find 20 minutes difficult at first, try 15 minutes. Don't allow the oil to reach your tonsils and throat area. The oil should be milky when you spit it out. If not, you haven't swished properly. Remember to spit it into the commode bowl instead of the wash basin. Or you'll have a clogged wash basin. Rinse your mouth and teeth thoroughly with warm water. Brush your teeth and wash the toothbrush with warm water to get rid of the oil. Drink 2 or 3 glasses of water afterwards. Precautions. Avoid swallowing the oil as it is full of toxins. Use a good quality refined oil. Sesame, gingali, or sunflower are the best. Olive oil may stain teeth and other oils are not recommended, although people do use coconut oil. If you want children to try this therapy, make sure they're old enough to master the technique. 1 teaspoon of oil is enough for them. Try oil pulling. It can't harm you as it has no side effects. It can only benefit you. And do let us know how it's going. The truth about oil pulling. You can continue oil pulling daily after 3 years. My 3 years of oil pulling are over. Someone who had first mentioned the beneficial effects of oil pulling to me, her grandmother had all her teeth and no illnesses, had told me that oil pulling is done for 3 years and thereafter once a week is enough. But I find that my sensitive tooth which was meant to go has begun to hurt again after a week. I called up the doctor who had recommended this wonderful therapy to me. He says I can continue to oil pull every day, it does not have harmful effects. So I'm going back to this daily routine. Update, in about 5 days, the pain in the doomed tooth is gone. But I do my oil pulling on alternate days and so far the tooth is not protesting.